Hey, I'm Brian Bauer, and you are
Terran McKay.
And today we're here to talk about Mayones guitars. Roll the intro. That was a long intro.
There we go.
13 seconds.
Do you have a set like?
I do have an intro.
Okay, I do.
I do have an intro. You'll see it. It's like everybody else has already seen it.
Yeah.
They probably already like, man, it's too long. But
13 seconds.
It is what it is. So today we're here to talk about Mayones guitars, and Mayones Guitars is a Polish company, mostly a custom build company. And Terran was nice enough to have us over to talk about his guitar. So, Terran, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm just a regular old guitarist, just trying to utilize the internet as much as I can.
With a 7,000 some following on Instagram, so you should totally go follow him. His thing is right here. See, magic.
We can edit that in.
We can edit that in. Yeah, I can't see it right now, but I'm sure they can see it.
Yeah. I also have my personal. I also have my side profile, Extended Range Elites, where I feature guitars very much like this, all 7 and 8 string, 9 string guitars.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been following that one for a little bit. You shared one of my photos one day. It's like, oh, sweet. And they were all like upset that I had it sitting on the ground. It's like I didn't hurt the
Was
guitar.
that your Solar?
No, I just got the Solar.
Ibanez.
It was my Ibanez RGA 7. So
Ooh, yeah.
I just got another 7 string. So anyway, so Mayones guitars, mostly a custom build. So what do you have here?
This is my customized Regius 8. Regius is the body model. I've customized a few things over the years. I've also added some inlay stickers. These aren't actual inlays. It's just more difficult giving lessons and stuff. Staring at a purely blank fretboard, people couldn't really tell which frets I was on. So I just added them just for like.
I'm so used to inlays. I finally just got a guitar that has like one inlay on it, and it threw me off a little bit. I adjusted like super.
Yeah, because I mean, you still have the side inlays, of course, which is fine for myself. But anyone looking at me through like a webcam or something with lessons,
exactly.
they just see like a blank fretboard, so it's really hard to tell where I'm at if they're to play along.
Exactly. So yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's mainly it's just a typical double humbucker. Only thing that's not typical, of course, is that it's a 8-string guitar. It's definitely a little uncommon.
8 string. So what made you want to play 8?
I mean, various just influences, I suppose. Meshuggah is the obvious one that comes to mind, of course.
It's like everybody's.
Really,
mostly.
It's always Meshuggah.
It's Meshuggah and Tosin.
I'm actually not the biggest Animals as Leaders fan. I just don't really do a whole lot of like that clean stuff. It's really cool with like the tapping and like bass techniques.
Totally.
That's just not really my personal play style. I do like the 8-string though, just because a lot of my favorite bands, regardless of string number that they use, were just like tuning lower and lower and lower. And if it wasn't an 8-string guitar, it was like a super down-tuned 7 or a super down-tuned 6. So I just wanted something that could do everything, and I didn't really want like a really good 6, a really good 7, a really good baritone drop tune 7, an 8, and I was like, I'm just gonna get a really good 8. I'm just gonna do everything on it.
Exactly.
And it's kind of scratched that itch, you know.
Yeah, I think in the sense like you got to realize that you can play like just because the song's on a 6 string doesn't mean you can't play on a 7 or 8.
Yeah, of course.
I think people get stuck on you only want a 6 or something. I mean, I played mostly 6 and 7. I don't even have an 8 string, so I mean it's a little bit alien to me to pick it up. I just picked this thing up and it was like, whoa, it's strange. This guitar is really easy to adjust to, though, I find.
Yeah, I mean, really, I think people just tend to overthink it because it's still like 75% a 6 string, right? Like you don't have to play it any crazy way. Same thing you're doing with the Sigler.
Well, one of the things like, well, you can play a 7 string guitar. Well, isn't that way different? It's like, no, it's like a 6 string with an extra string. So essentially you're saying this is a 6 string with 2 extra strings. But you got a whole lot of more like note variety.
Yeah, you just have a different range and different timbre of notes. Like you can play same as you can on a 6.
Man, that's so heavy compared to what I'm used to.
It's just a different kind of sound of the note, really, more so than just a lower note. But you just have so much more options and chord voicings. I mean, it really just doesn't have to be like only on the lowest string.
I mean, but the joke is that you would only play like the open note and then maybe the first fret. And maybe I mean, third if you're good.
I mean, nobody buys an 8 string to not use it, of course.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
There's really no winning with it because if you get an 8 and you don't play all the strings, then people are wondering why you got 8 strings. If you get an 8 string and really use the lowest 8, you're wondering why you got an 8 string only to use 1 string. You really can't win, but it is definitely the joke of like.
So, if we're gonna talk about the guitar here a little bit. So, what's this one made out of? What's the wood you chose?
This is a 5A quilt maple top.
Okay.
Bound, of course, upload. We actually have a basswood body,
nice.
Or wings rather.
Yep. That's a neck through.
Yes, it is it's a very sleek neck through. I love this. There's absolutely no heel. The body here actually stops you before the heel does.
Yeah, we'll show a little bit of B-roll too, for sure.
Cool. But yeah, it's basswood wings, like I said. It's really, really light but natural wood. People associate it kind of with cheaper guitars as it is generally more affordable. But it's just really sonically natural.
I like my basswood.
I mean, I have no problem with basswood at all. It really just kind of like lets the clarity go, being a lighter wood with like the low notes. You really don't want like a super thick and heavy guitar, other than it just being like a bigger guitar body. You don't want extra weight and muffling that low string.
So scale length.
This is a 27-inch.
27, okay.
Yeah, I was very particular on scale length.
I'd say you definitely want the 27 inch scale length for a guitar like this too, because that low note, if you got something a little bit, like if you had the regular 25 and a half, like the Fender scale, that string's gonna be so flubby and it's not going to sound tight.
No,
You're
not at
gonna
all.
Like it.
It'll sound like big, rather. Like the shorter the scale, the more so bigger the sound generally, but at the sake of, like you said, clarity, plus you're gonna need massive strings.
Yeah.
And after a certain point, it's just law of diminishing returns. Like you're just gonna be upping and your tone is gonna go down and down. So long as you can stand with in mind to the high strings, of course.
And hip shot bridge.
Hip shot bridge.
Pickups.
These originally came with this custom build. Actually, originally came with bare knuckle aftermaths, just plain black bobbin. I decided to switch those out to bare knuckle juggernauts in a zebra configuration. They were new and like trendy, and everyone kind of knew how aftermath sounded. So I'm like, oh well, I'll get the new thing. So that sounds cool. And,
exactly.
This is technically based off Misha's build when he was an artist with Mayones.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, I'll get the juggernauts. But I've since switched to these instrumental SFTY3s. Love these pickups, as I'm sure you'll see in a bit. Yep. All my guitars have instrumental SFTYs.
Yeah, you're really consistent with that. I'm like,
I love
bare
them.
knuckle, Seymour Duncan, DiMarzio. It's just all the different things I've tried over the years, and they all have their place. But right now I'm using Solar Duncans that came with my Solar, and seriously, those are actually really good too. I don't think I have to change them, but instrumental, I don't know much about that one. I do know that I did like the clarity of the bare knuckles, and I can see why after trying those out, how the note clarity in the lower notes just sounded so good with it, especially on the 7. So I can see why you'd want something good in this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's really touchy with 8 strings in particular, because you want big and a heavy sound, of course, but you don't want it at the expense of too much bass, because then you're getting back into that same sound of like really muffled. Yeah. So you want enough bass for some meanness and some balls to it, but you also want the clarity for the note and the articulation, as well as just the attack.
It needs to be balanced.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can't just have all low end. This is an 8-string guitar, not a 2-string guitar with what are we tuned to here in this?
Oh, this is just drop E flat.
Just drop E flat. Okay.
Yeah. So like, if you were just tuning a 6-string, half step down, and then just add your B flat and an E flat again.
Oh, it's just another E flat. Okay.
So you can just play it like a typical drop D guitar would, really. It's just tuned lower.
Yeah.
But the fundamentals of how you would actually play it is completely the same.
Sweet. So one of the big questions here I always have when it's coming to these kind of guitars, like especially when I ordered my Solar and I was very, very happy with how that went, is that I'm an Ibanez player, and I got used to Ibanez neck profiles and stuff, and sometimes a person picks up one of these new guitars and like, well, how's it going to play? Or it feels awkward. Like some people felt like that way, I think, with like some Schecters, or you go pick up like a Les Paul. It's like,
right,
plays
it's very different.
Just because the playability is there. But when I picked this up, I didn't feel any difference. So what do you think what's the difference in the neck profiles between like a regular Ibanez 8-string, which is probably like a Wizard 2 or 3?
Yeah, I believe it's a Wizard 2.
You pass that over if you want.
Yeah. So my messy wiring, trying some pickup configurations.
Is this the Bana guitar?
No, I actually have that one on loan to a friend. It's the same guitar though, so technically yes. Exact same guitar.
Yeah, he won Andrew Baina's guitar in a contest somewhere. Yeah, what's up, man? It's like, you watched one of my videos once because I know you commented on Metal Amino. Thanks, dude. Anyway, so this just feels like the regular old.
Just like wider wizard.
And I think people like have a comfort zone. They kind of continue to go to the Ibanez ones, but this, like, I picked this up and it's like maybe slightly, and I mean just barely rounder, slightly, but.
It's still just like a thinner, wide C shape, really. Yeah. I mean, when it comes to Ibanez necks, it's kind of the standard. Like, everyone kind of compares it to, like, what sort of Ibanez neck is it similar to?
Yeah. I mean, if you're used to playing a wizard neck, like, this wouldn't be any problems for you to.
No, not at all.
Do those have lumen lays? I don't know how you say that.
Lumen lays?
Lumen lays.
That's how I always say it.
I don't know, lumen lays. Yeah.
Just some glow-in-the-dark inlays. Very helpful for late night practice or live shows. Not that I've actually played live with this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, just kind of a studio baby.
Yeah.
But very helpful. Again, with the inlay stickers, but
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, so, and saying that these guitars really price-wise aren't for the faint of heart.
No, definitely can't be expecting to pinch pennies when it comes to looking at Mayones.
You're buying like one of the best guitars you could possibly buy at this point. Like, they don't cut corners. Like, I can tell right now.
Absolutely
like, just
not.
the actual build quality of this is
rock solid.
You can buy a bunch of like Ibanez guitars, and you can get some like really, really good ones, but you gotta realize that if it's like, $1,000, they've cut some corners somewheres where the price range is like way up there, and they don't cut any corners. You're not gonna have to worry about like the fretwork or any, like, I think you just get like good hardware. There's nothing like no real super proprietary stuff. Like, Ibanez has some really weird bridges and stuff. This is not to knock Ibanez, by the way. This is like for a guitar for somebody who wants something at like the next level. Because you're not going to get an LA custom shop from Ibanez, but you can totally get a Mayones.
Yep.
No problem. So, you being like the main Mayones guy, to me on Instagram, I know there's a lot of people that are just like, you see John Brown, or there's a C2I.
Oh yeah.
As Ola calls him, a seafood eye. I'm on a Discord with C2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Ola England member.
Oh, nice.
There, so I'm in the members chat. He's in there. I don't see him much, but he's a Mayones guy as well. And we always see John Brown from Monuments, and I think he plays an 8-string too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he actually does have a blue Regius as well.
Okay, and but to me, you're kind of the Mayones guy, and I know you've been sharing your stuff. So Mayones, you should maybe endorse him. Give him a discount. He wants another guitar.
I sure do.
So
I could use a Duvel.
That's going to lead us to our very last question of the day. What's your dream Mayo? What would be your next Mayo if you're going to buy one?
Next Mayo.
It's like, it can be your dream Mayo. So if it was,
this really kind of came as part of it. I think if I was to get a dream Mayo that wasn't particularly like this one, it would probably be a Duvel 7-string, baritone again. That's just how.
So 27 inch.
Oh yeah, 27 inch baritone Duvel. Probably another like quilt, maybe Flame. Flame would be cool. Mix it up a little. A Floyd Rose would be beautiful, but they don't currently offer Floyd Roses on that particular model. I would love that though, but it would be pretty similar, like ebony board, locking tuners. If I couldn't have the Floyd, just hip shot. Instrumental pickups.
I'm telling you, you should try an Evertune someday. If they would do it.
Yeah, I gotta go try that.
I should have brought mine over.
Yeah, I'd love to try
saying
that.
This is like the Mayones compared to like the Solar that I've got, which you've seen on the channel already. I mean, that's probably about half the price of this guitar, and it's a phenomenal guitar. It has an Evertune, but I really do like the hip shot bridges, the ones that I have played. I've played them on 7 strings and 6 strings. Mainly Schecters.
Okay.
So, I mean, otherwise, I think that's most. I think we covered most things with this guitar today. Yeah. That's pretty good. So, we didn't actually play anything at all.
Not
but
really.
We can always shoot another video for that. Anyway, you guys should totally go follow Terran McKay over on Instagram. His link is below. And you do have a YouTube channel, right?
Yep. Just again, is Terran McKay.
Just Terran McKay. He's got a couple of videos there now. He'll have some more there in the future, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And some music, right?
Oh yeah.
Come on, I'm plugging for you. Matt Proser and me both said like you need to release some music, man. Because like you're a good guitar player.
I'm definitely gonna have an EP out by New Year.
But he puts high quality videos out on his Instagram. Compared to a lot of people I'm seeing, like you actually have all the angles, all that kind of stuff. So totally follow him.
Yeah, have that multi-cam angle going.
Yeah, exactly. We all mind that kind of stuff to make it look cool when you've got like one camera.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it makes a difference. So
for sure.
I think we're at the very end of this one. So I'd like you guys to come up over here, click the subscribe button, subscribe to Terran McKay, and watch any of the videos below. And definitely check out Mayones Guitars on their website. Link is below. Thank you so much for having us over here. Whoa.
We'll edit that out.
We're edited out? I don't edit anything out. I do edit things out, but I'm awkward anyway, so who cares? Have a good day, guys, and we will see you all later on. See you. Peace.
Cool.